Okay, YouTube. So I've noticed that there are not a lot of videos about a 2015 Harley Davidson 1200 SuperLow or 1200T. So I'm going to do a quick review of my bike. I got this about 2 months ago in was it September? About early August, late July. Been looking for a bike for a long time. Didn't really know how to ride. I'm a new rider. But I wanted something that I can grow into, and I knew that if I went to a standard Sportster, not to diss on them, but like an 883, after a year or so, I'd probably get bored with it and want to move up a level. So I went ahead and got 1200. I've been told by numerous people and reading stuff that, as long as you know how to control the bike and adjust your throttle accordingly, then, having a bigger bike's not a big issue. So, just a quick walk around. This is my 2015 SuperLow. Really, it's the green, the two-tone green. I don't know how good the camera's picking it up because it's kind of dark out today. But the top part up here is green, and then the side's black with some pinstriping. And it goes across the fender. Things that I've done to this over the last month. I put on the crash bar. I thought that made it stand out real nice with the saddlebags in the back. It seemed that the front was a little thin, and this offset that quite a bit. Plus it helps protect your engine if you were to ever dump it. It comes standard with the windshield. This is the touring model, which is what the T stands for, along with the dual side bags. These are the hard ones. I got forward controls on it, and I put the standard pegs on the front and then moved my pads to the rear for the passenger to be more comfortable with. Another thing that I did is I put on Vance and Hines Slip-Ons. These are the 3-inch twin slashes. I originally had at the factory, they put on some Screaming Eagle cannons, and if you reference my other video before this one, they just didn't do it for me. I like a loud motorcycle. I always have. That was one of my inspirations with going with Harley Davidson, besides the name and it's American built, and Harley Davidson just does it for me. I don't know what it is about it, just the signification of I'm riding a Harley. It's all, like I said, American made, something about the way they look. And I'm not dissing on any Hondas or Yamahas or Kawasaki's out there, or Indians. They're all good bikes, I'm sure, but Harleys are just what pulls my chain. So that's what I ended up going with. Like I said, I put on the Vance and Hines, and that I'm using the standard baffle. There's an option for a quiet baffle also if you wanted it. But I like a loud bike, and there's even a competition baffle if I thought this was too low. But I've got a module helmet, and it muffles quite a bit of it, and it's still loud to me. So I think this will be okay. Like I said, I got forward controls on it. So that's really all I've done to this bike. I've only had it for a little while. I'm wanting to get a different gauge. Harley makes a gauge that is a combination tack and speedometer, and it has a fuel control module or a fuel gauge, and I'd really like to have a fuel gauge. That's my only gripe about this bike is, in this day and age, 2015, you should have a freaking fuel gauge on all bikes. I don't know what the holdup is with Harley. Maybe it's because it's their Sportster, which they consider their lower end, but I don't like having to guess how much fuel I have. So every time I go out, I always top it off because I don't understand how long I should be able to go. So I'd like to get that, but that's another $300 or $400, and that's just not something I'm going to do at this point because winter's coming up, and I'm gonna have to sit in the garage for a while anyway, so I might do it during the winter. You never know. So I'll give you a quick tour, a rundown like I did, and now I'll take it for a quick drive so you can hear the Vance and Hines. I'll go ahead and start it up for you, that way you can see what they sound like. she's already all nice and warmed up for us. So let's go ahead and take her out, right? I'm hoping that this shot gives us a good idea, or you can see what I'm actually doing. I'm trying to. We'll see if that even works out. All right, like I said, so that pretty much wraps it up, I think, for my first video of an official walk around on my bike. Maybe next time I'll get a GoPro and strap it to my helmet like everybody else does. I think that'd be kind of cool. So till then,